to be able to stand before you and introduce three people who have been a huge inspiration in not only my lives, but those who they mentor. Latoya Mayberry, you can call Latoya and get the most awesome advice, and it's always spirited towards her giving you the advice from a spiritual standpoint. And I think she's just such an awesome woman. And Dominique Davis, who's one of the founders as well, is just, I've seen Dominique since 2004 at A&M and up until now, and she's just a phenomenal woman. And the man who stands behind Models for Jesus Christ, who's also a founder, Mike Upshur has this presence about him that just makes you look to him when he stands in the room. I think these are, the founders for Models for Jesus Christ are awesome. They demonstrate Christ to the best. And I just want to say thank you guys so much, and I'd like to welcome you guys, the founders.
Amen, how y'all doing? Just wanted to tell y'all a little bit about our mission, Models for Jesus Christ. How many of y'all know we have an epidemic going on, a war for our youth out here, right? All right, so you know one of the first orders that God gave us was to be fruitful and multiply, right? So that means you have the power to invest your fruit inside of you, whether evil or positive. Make sure we're doing that on the right end of the stick, because our youth is at an identity crisis right now, amen? We're trying to teach our young men to take their places, and trying to teach our young women their identity is not in the man, right? Their identity is within Christ, amen? Amen. And that's what we do. I hope you enjoy the fashion show as well. We're teaching our youth that, you don't have to be provocative and still look good. Look at me, you know what I'm saying? So you can dress modesty and still be fly. And if a guy likes, for all the young women in here, if a guy likes you, if you're revealing all your skin, you need to run the other way and put some clothes on. And all the young men out here, we like to take them and show them where their identity is as well. Take their place and make sure that we put in generations of blessed people. Amen? Amen.
First, I would like to just give glory to God. Try not to get emotional. I am a little crybaby. But Models for Jesus Christ, just when it was first birthed, and when God first put it in my spirit, and I kept running from it. And I kept saying, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. I never forget, I was at Pleasant Grove doing, I think it was a youth back to school event. And one of the ministers actually called me out. And he told me what God was calling me to do. At that time I said, no, not me. I can't lead anybody. There's no way. And after that revival, or after that youth back to school event, Brandon, he came up to me and he said, Latoya, God has put something great in you. And it's for you to lead young women to Christ and to teach them how to be modest young women, to teach them to respect themselves and to love themselves, that they don't have to stoop to the levels that the world is teaching them, like revealing their bodies, by having sex before marriage. None of that. And I'm a product of that. I had my daughter at age 19. And so at that time, God was already, I think, preparing me for something, but I just didn't know what, because I kept running, trying to find things in other places. Well, I met this wonderful young girl by the name of Minister AC at an event that we did. And I told her my vision. And she said, somebody else got the same vision as you. And I said, who? She said, Dominique Davis. At that same revival, a youth back to school event, Dominique was there teaching the models how to walk, how to be modest, how to stand upright. That same event. And it's just amazing how God brings one person in your life to lead you to another person. At that time, I think I was working with a book publisher, and I had told him about Dominique, and Dominique wasn't returning his phone call. So when somebody else told me about her, I said, she ain't gonna return my phone call either. AC actually hooked us up. The moment I talked to Dominique on the phone, she said, let's meet. Let's meet. We met at Ruby Tuesday. We started writing the vision, making it plain, put it on paper. We met again at my house. And God just started working. When we first put it out there, we started with 5 models. Now we got about 20 models. We have Bible study on Monday nights at Jay's special occasion where we practice. The kids are growing. The young people are growing. Young women are actually being released from bondage. The guys are standing up right and knowing how important it is for them to take their place and be role models, to be mentors. So God is doing some great things. And I know it's more people out here that want to get involved with the young people. They really need us. They need our help. We talk about it all the time. So it's time to stop talking about it and be about it. And start doing something to help these young people. Christ is the way. There's no other way. If you don't have it, you're leading yourself to death. And we don't want that. So anybody can help be a part of M4JC. So we encourage everybody, even the young honorees that we're nominating tonight. We want you to be a part of this organization or any other organization in your churches. We see that y'all are very vital in the community. People look up to you. You're doing good things. And we're very happy to have you here tonight and to recognize you. Again, thank you. Hey guys, I have the honor to announce our MCs for tonight. Heather and Cornelius. Oh gosh, Lindsey. I'm sorry, I'm nervous and emotional. I actually emailed Heather on Facebook or Twitter. I was going through something, and she's so inspiring, so encouraging, both of them. I mean, mighty kingdom builders. I emailed her. I don't even know if she remembered, but I emailed her. She helped me. I mean, it was like quick. And when we got ready to plan for this, I was like, I know the perfect MCs. And so they accepted the request, the invite, and so now they're here. Heather and Cornelius. One thing about Heather and Cornelius too, most of y'all have seen them on Facebook now. They're going to tell you a little bit more, but Heather has a ministry called Pinky Promise. She's going to give you more information about Pinky. Awesome ministry, awesome. If you're not following her on Twitter, follow her. Because at nighttime, you need to read her tweets. That's all. Awesome.
Hey everybody. I'm just looking at us, y'all some pretty people. We can't really see y'all that well.
They look good though.
Yeah, y'all look good. My name is Cornelius, Lindsey. This is my beautiful, beautiful wife Heather, and she has our beautiful, beautiful baby. So the three of us are going to be helping to host this tonight, and we just wanted to first just say thank you so much to the founders. I mean, if it wasn't for you guys, none of this would happen. And it's good when visionaries finally put the action and work so that things like this can happen. But like I said, my name is Cornelius. You want to tell them a little bit about us, baby?
Yes, I just want to explain a little bit about who we are and what we do. Again, I just want to thank you guys for bringing us here. It's been so organized. It's been so wonderful. We travel a ton. We share Christ a lot. We just want to thank you guys for everything that you guys have done for us. So we're thankful. So let's give them a hand. They've been so good for us. But how many people here want to honor God with their relationships? Raise your hand. We all have relationships, and I have found that relationships can be the most distracting. It's what can pull us away from God, and it's the people that we surround ourselves around the most that kind of rub off on us. And it's almost easier to pull us off the chair than it is to pull us up on it. So whenever I share my story, I always like to talk about the things that we went through. And on our very first date, my now husband told me that we weren't going to kiss until our wedding day. And I was like, yeah, right, you and everybody else, I'm sure you're going to do that. And he actually set the boundaries, and he stepped up to the plate, and he honored God with our relationship. And I think it takes a leader to do that. I think that as a woman, that's what I wanted. Man, I asked God for that. I asked God for a man that wouldn't kiss me until my wedding day, and then, I'd meet different people and I'd share my, vision with them, and they didn't have the same vision. And they pressured me to do other things. And so I struggled greatly as a single, and that's why Pinky Promise was birthed, and I can share a little bit about that. But we courted for 1 year and 8 months, and on August 14, 2010, we kissed for the first time, and it was amazing. And we literally go around and we travel and we share with people that it can be done. Your example is not VH1, your example is not MTV, but the example of marriage comes from Christ. It comes from Ephesians 5. Wives, submit yourselves unto your husband as unto the Lord. Husbands, present your wives without spot or wrinkle. So we have to remember that. And Pinky Promise was then birthed. Pinky Promise is a promise to honor God with your life and your body. Again, it was birthed from my great struggle as a single, searching to place my value in men and in relationships. And we started out in January. We started opening it up. Pretty much we started in January with bracelets. You guys know the bracelets you would wear that say, "What would Jesus do?" And I love the bracelets because it's a fun reminder of, honoring God with your life. So I came out with a couple bracelets, didn't think anything of it. Then we had thousands of orders like the first couple days, and I realized there was a need for a movement, a purity movement amongst women, and not only that, for wives, just to remind them, okay, well, you're married now, let's remember to guard our heart, let's remember to submit to our husbands, etc. So then we started small groups, because I knew it wasn't enough to give somebody a bracelet. I knew that we needed to get people involved. So after I talked with my husband about it, we prayed about it, we started small groups. So now there's about 5,000 women all over the world. Ireland, Africa, London, you name it. Alabama as well. And we have about 250 groups, and it's amazing. It's really kind of blown up overnight. We're going to have a table out there. I can tell you more about Pinky Promise. It's pinkypromisemovement.com. But it goes along with what Models for Jesus is doing, and I love the vision, the what you guys have going on, and I want you to know that we back you 1,000%. So if you ever need anything, let us know. And you want to share a little bit?
You did a good job, man. Well, like you said, my name is Cornelius.